send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Carolina sideline. Here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. His side would prefer to move on from the last couple of months. They have lost 6 of 8 during that stretch. Running the show across the field. That's the head coach of the Vikings. These guys more than motivated for this contest. Ready to take the field here at home. I'm Kate Scotty with Brock Heward. Will Reichert on for the kick. From Minneapolis, we're underway. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on this mobile QB.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception. And you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, that place is clean.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Down, they need 7.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Throw here, 3rd down. Flushed out now to his left. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, to win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now pressure coming.
42-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They go play action on 1st down. That one's cut along the left sideline.
A gain of 17 yards.
He's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
First down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
2nd down pass play coming. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. He'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they haven't got very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking in the air here. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Chased out to his right. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. 1st down, play action. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down. Here's a throw. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's brought down after a short gain. Panthers countering with a dime package here. 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings field goal. A 53-yard
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That'll mark their first appearance. They're scoring somewhere today.
A lot of them may make it look automatic. You get this deep, and this field goal's on par for the certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He's got a man left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And off another pistol. Here's Hubbard. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work. Reset those chains.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the Vikings 46-yard line.
Hubbard again. A 2nd down run, good for 4. And brings up 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they had the home run derby, but you know what? Types managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That's That's a pickup of 9.
Gain of 9
And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's good for a Panthers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Panthers.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
McMillan on the slant. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Panthers first down. First and goal, Carolina.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone on first. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pull ahead 6-3 in the first.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
7, Vikings 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Jones. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
The 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Got to keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now off the play action. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Panthers have taken the early lead. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Now he takes it. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jones gets it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's another Vikings first down.
We've set it down from
First and
37.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Jones.
The first down
And
pass.
taken down right along the
Complete to
30.
Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down carry for Jones. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at the
Made it
line of
all look
scrimmage.
so simple, didn't
No
he? That
gain on the
linebacker
play.
sorting
Brings
right
up
through the
second
traffic,
and
finding
10.
the runner. That's
At the
instincts
27
come to
yard
life.
Zone read. This is Jones. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Reichert connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Cut out left. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead to 7. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights.
Is good.
And the Panthers grow their lead to 8.
14. Vikings 6.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. It's an option right that begins this drive. And good forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now.
Jackson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
It's Jones on the toss. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throwing on seconds. Completed over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 10.
QB sneak coming. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a third down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Jukes away from one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Quick throw is caught. And this one does not go far. Back now, pressure coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down. So this one on the defense.
That's interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Running it after the penalty. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. This one's quickly to Jones. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He gets this one against him. And he's short the first after a mild gain.
Gadsden the second. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
12-yard line.
Back to throw now. On the move, headed right. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Right up the gut. And the Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line.
3rd and 2.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by 4.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings could have gone for 2 at the time, but they choose to trail by 1. Trimmed back down to a single-point run as they send this off and away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They'll throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Working now from the gun. Johnson once more. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. He fields it from the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw and starts with an option, right side. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you, because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1. Yeah. That time, the defense was all over a tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
He tries to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Brings up third down.
To the air on third and long. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You've got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. To the incompletion, second and 10, still from the 30.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard
to
line.
throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they finally stopped him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Second and 3.
Jones once more. He dodged the tackle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's taken down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule.
It's second
You're going to have to pick up the pace.
This time it's a passing play. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Incomplete. Dorian Williams on the coverage.
Air it out on third. Complete out to the right. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10, here's Jones. And he's going to have this down to the 7. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
That's another Vikings first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Jones. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
There's a give, left side. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Third and goal.
He's going to keep this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings take a third-quarter lead. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that two-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball. And they know how to finish.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of the 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They're throwing it. Now set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
That's caught by Hubbard. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the first down.
That was Taro McMillan he was looking for. So it'll be second down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He takes it himself. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up after hitting Pater in the third.
Touchdown, Panthers.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches. Here's Jones off the pistol give. Well, that's all with the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, that's not.
Well, this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Gain 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
At the 15-yard line.
Counter play. Jones drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
And it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Field goal gives the lead for the moment, Kate. You don't feel comfortable when you look at that scoreboard. This one is no good. That lead certainly isn't safe.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Vikings now set to take the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 8.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. This is Jones on the handoff. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
10 more yards. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. 2nd down carry for Jones. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, play action. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up.
Leads to second and goal.
Pass play now. Near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's good. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and
He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective on QB sneak. That time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
One of the tight ends motions right. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11. And the Panthers
Trying to throw this from the gun. He'll try and run this. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line with the defense all over this one.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Third down run by Hubbard. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll work against the blitz. He has it in close. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th. Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And some running lanes have closed, but he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun here. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series. But don't tell the defense, because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
The Panthers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
To Chuba Hubbard. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They've got 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Up in their pistol. Here's Hubbard. And this run is going to push it inside the 40. Give him 7 there. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Panthers down by only 3. 7 yards on that last play. So this is 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings.
Look to throw it.
29-yard line.
Trying to push deep downfield. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers jumping front legs. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And it's good. So they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Vikings 31.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Wallace there defensively.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact.
No connection on the last play.
Brings
now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up to the 27. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes, gotta have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every...
And they got there in time. He is taken down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. They're going to pass it here. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 28
Minnesota
yards.
spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It's a new quarterback run here. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
You